Joe Biden's Iraq Challenge: Navigating U.S. Policy in a Complex Region. In assuming the presidency, Joe Biden inherits a multitude of challenges, none more pressing than the complex relationship between the United States and Iraq. As he steps into the Oval Office, Biden confronts a host of issues, ranging from the ongoing military presence in Iraq to the broader strategic objectives of U.S. foreign policy in the region. The U.S.-Iraq relationship is deeply intertwined with the legacy of the Iraq War, a conflict that shaped American foreign policy for nearly 2 decades. The decision to invade Iraq in 2003, based on flawed intelligence regarding weapons of mass destruction, resulted in a protracted and costly war that destabilized the country, led to the rise of ISIS, and claimed the lives of thousands of American and Iraqi soldiers and civilians. Since the withdrawal of U.S. combat troops from Iraq in 2011, the United States has maintained a reduced military presence in the country, primarily focused on training and advising Iraqi security forces in their fight against ISIS. However, the U.S. presence remains a source of contention among Iraqis, with many viewing it as a violation of their country's sovereignty and a reminder of the trauma of the Iraq War. One of Biden's key challenges in Iraq is balancing the need to combat terrorism and stabilize the country with the desire to respect Iraqi sovereignty and rebuild trust with the Iraqi government and people. As a candidate, Biden pledged to end, forever wars, and reorient U.S. foreign policy toward diplomacy and multilateralism. Now in office, he faces the difficult task of translating these promises into action while confronting the enduring threat of terrorism in Iraq and the broader region. Another challenge for Biden is addressing the root causes of instability in Iraq, including political corruption, sectarianism, and economic stagnation. The Iraqi government has struggled to provide basic services and address the grievances of its citizens, leading to widespread protests and calls for reform. Biden has expressed support for efforts to promote good governance and economic development in Iraq, but achieving meaningful progress will require sustained engagement and support from the United States and the international community. Furthermore, Biden must navigate the complex geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East, where Iran exerts significant influence in Iraq and other neighboring countries. The U.S. withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal under the Trump administration and the subsequent escalation of tensions between the two countries have added another layer of complexity to the situation in Iraq. Biden has signaled his intention to re-engage with Iran and revive the nuclear agreement, but doing so will require delicate diplomacy and cooperation from all parties involved.